Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video, we are going to be predicting the 2025 NFL playoffs. It's a pretty nice playoff game so far. I am a little late. I've been very sick. I've had to catch up on the schoolwork I missed. I was watching the games. I've been very busy and sick to where I wasn't able to predict enough in time for the wild card. So we are going to choose the winners that won the games of the wild card. Those are who we know right now. The Bears vs. Packers game. Crazy comeback by the Bears. That was a very nice game. 49ers vs. Eagles. It was boring for a little bit. 49ers kind of made it a little more interesting, but overall, it wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't bad. Panthers, Rams, to start off playoffs, I think this game was fantastic. Patriots versus Chargers, this was the worst game by far. This game sucked, very low scoring, only one touchdown between both teams, and it was just overall terrible. It was very boring to watch. Jacksonville versus the Bills, very neck and neck, just like the Panthers versus Rams. This game was great, came down to the last second, and Trevor Lawrence got hit when he threw. The ball got tipped, and it was an interception to end the game, so Bills were able to move on. And we are currently 2 hours ahead of when the Steelers vs. Texans game starts, so I don't quite know what the game is going to be. So this is an actual wildcard prediction. Steelers vs. Texans, I think this is where the Texans defense... No, they're going to play good. Honestly, this one's going to be hard. I think that I'm going to say Steelers, not even because I think the Texans are going to lose, because I really just don't see how you can vote against an Aaron Rodgers who knows this is his last game. You know what I mean? Like, the only way I don't think he wins this is if the O-line really cannot stop the defense of the Texans, which, it's pretty hard. It's going to be a hard thing to stop, but I don't think I can go against an Aaron Rodgers in his last playoff appearance ever. And it's his first playoff appearance in, 3-4 years? You can't vote against him. Back to the first game of the divisional round. We're going to have the Seahawks number 1 seed versus the 49ers number 6 seed, which really they had the third best record. So they're really the third seed, but because of, how football works and the playoff system works, it had to be like that. I personally think this game will either be the worst game of all time or the best game. I don't see an in-between. I think this game is going to be a very high-scoring, great offensive game, and I think both defenses are going to be complete mid, to be completely honest, or it could be the complete opposite, and where both defenses are fantastic and both offenses are very mid. But overall, I think that Sam Darnold will not do bad. I don't think he's not going to do good. Everyone that claims because of last year, he's going to, that's how he plays. You guys can't, people cannot go based off one playoff appearance. I think if it happens again this year, then you could start to put him on the fraud watch for playoffs, just like Justin Herbert. But that's kind of where I'm going at. I think he could just be like Justin Herbert, where he can't get it done in playoffs. There's quarterbacks that just can't get it done, and he might be one of them. And to be completely honest, 49ers team, they've made playoffs 2 times since 2019, both times losing to the Chiefs. Unless the Kittle injury really plays a big factor, and the fact that all injuries are, I'm pretty sure Fred Warner might be back. Kittle, he is going to be out, but they love Kittle. Vibes are going to be up for the 49ers and Seahawks, though, but this is a very neck-and-neck game. And I think overall it's going to go up to a last-second field goal by Seattle, which is going to be blocked by 49ers to win the game, so I have 49ers advancing to the championship. Next NFC divisional round game, I have it's the Bears versus the Rams, number 2 versus number 5 seed. The Rams are coming off a very tight and close game to the Panthers. Bears are coming off a big comeback versus the Packers. The Rams, I personally think, are fantastic. I would love to see a Matthew Stafford, another Super Bowl out of him. But something tells me that this Bears team just won't lose. And I'm not going to think much of it. I don't see how you can bet against this Bears team current day with how good they are. And if this prediction is very wrong, which, be prepared, there will be a video after the Super Bowl ends on reacting to this playoff prediction from me. But this is what I think it will be. Hopefully I don't go 0 for 2. Next game will be the Broncos versus the Bills. We've seen this matchup last year, and the Bills dominated that game with the rookie Bo Nix. And to be completely honest, other than Bo Nix gaining some very good value and knowledge in the quarterback system, I feel like besides adding, Dre Greenlaw and Evan Ingram, which God knows, is he even on the... We have to look that up, actually. Is he even playing? 461 and only a touchdown this year. Recent games. Versus Chargers, 45 years out. I don't know. I feel like they paid him a decent bit, didn't they? I don't know. I feel like... I'm not quite sure. But what I was trying to go at, I don't see that team losing to a team of like the Bills, where they're playing knowing that every person that Josh Allen has got dominated by and lost to in the past 5 years now, not a single one is there. The top 3 quarterbacks that everyone gets scared of, Lamar, which I will say Josh Allen owns. Lamar. Hate me in the comments all you want, don't care. But Burrow and Mahomes truly do own him in playoffs. Burrow, maybe it's not fair to say that he owns it because it was only one game. That's fine. Mahomes absolutely owns the Bills in playoffs. And their kryptonite is out. I cannot not see the Bills making at least this big of a push this season. You know what I mean? And then Patriots for Steelers, I think, is a no-brainer. I don't see how the Steelers... I think it's going to be a very boring and close defensive game from these two teams. I don't see how Steelers would lose to I don't see how the Patriots would lose to the Steelers, to be honest. I don't think it's going to be close either. I think it's going to be a blowout. Steelers defense hasn't really impressed me these past few weeks, especially with the injury from TJ Watt. You haven't been able to see much of their greatest defensive player right now. I don't really watch too much Steelers games, so if what I'm saying is wrong, I'm sorry, and that's my apologies. But let's be real, Steelers might not even make it to the divisional round. I could be wrong in this prediction. So I think it's safe to say that it's going to be a Patriots versus Bills, so an AFC East matchup, and then it's going to be a fantastic rematch of Week 18 or 17 of these two. Week 17, I think it was actually, of these two teams. This will be, I think, maybe the greatest championship games that we've ever seen. We have the 49ers versus the Bears. This championship game will be very good, and I would love to see a young guy like Caleb Williams be able to make a Super Bowl in his second year. You know what? No, I think it happens. I think the 49ers are too shooken up to make a playoff push, and I think that they're doing great. They've done great this season for everyone that they've lost, and the fact that they made it to the playoffs, let alone the divisional round, at least, maybe, if my prediction is correct, the championship round, I don't see where the Bears lose, to be completely honest. I don't think I can bet against the Bears. I think it's going to be a Bears Super Bowl, which is so weird to see, but I love it. And then the Patriots, they are on fraud watch. They're on fraud watch. They finally tied the New York Giants in beating teams above 500. And if I do recall, the one team they beat this regular season was the Bills. And I feel like I remember Tom Brady saying that was a very Patriots heavy ref game. I don't know if that. Fact check me if I'm wrong. I do recall someone telling me and talking about the fact that he said that. So and then you guys seen what happened in the second matchup. They're going to be coming for blood, and what we seen them do against the Chargers, of all teams, then they might honestly make it a close game between the Steelers. I think this is a Bills blowout, and I don't think Patriots have a chance. I don't think we see a Patriots Super Bowl this season. I don't think it won't happen in the future. Drake May, if he can continue the beautiful balls he has thrown, AO, I think that we can easily see a Super Bowl in the future from Drake May, but it's not going to be this season, definitely not. And in the Super Bowl matchup, we have the Bears versus the Bills? Really? Do I really have this? Okay. If this is truly the matchup, I would love to see the Bears. But to be completely honest, I think I'd rather see a team like the Steelers or the Patriots over the Bills, because I feel like the Bills are a good team. They've never been like a Super Bowl team, but I feel like they're such a good team these past years. I would like to see a team that hasn't been, such as the Steelers. But I know Patriots, they did run the NFL a couple of years back, so it might be boring to see them again. But my personal first Super Bowl I ever watched was the Patriots versus Rams, which really got me into the start of my football liking. So, that would be good. Am I going to do the unthinkable? I am. I definitely am. No, I'm not. It's too late. It's too late. Oh, I didn't mean to click them. Okay, wait, I don't know what team to click. I don't know. I don't see how I can bet against a team like the Bills. Because I'm not gonna. I have the 2025 Super Bowl winners being the Chicago Bears. I am a Giants fan. Do not come at me. Do not say I'm biased, because I promise you I am not. The only team I'm biased towards would have been the Eagles, and I would have been right. This video is a little shorter because of the wild card matchup, so I'm gonna do a quick little say on who I thought was gonna win. Bears vs. Packers, I thought the Bears were gonna win, so that would have been correct. 49ers vs. Eagles, I did think 49ers would have won, that would have been correct. Panthers vs. Rams, I thought it would have been another Panthers upset, because I do like the Panthers, because that is my dream area to live. Clip this, come back when I live there and I'm a big YouTuber. My dream place is to live in North Carolina with a beautiful family and have a family channel. That's my goal in life. That's what I love. I love a loving wife that I want to meet outside of content creation. So that's my goal. So come back to this, clip this when I say and when it happens. I do root for the Panthers on the side. I'm a Giants fan. I also root for the Panthers because I love the Panthers in North Carolina. So I did think an upset, but that was just biased. Realistically, everyone knew the Rams, but that would have been wrong. Texans for Steelers, we don't know. Unless I look it up, actually. Let me look it up, because I'm not going to lie. I definitely lied. They were at halftime when I was recording, but I haven't watched any of the game. How is it looking? Yeah, it's still 6-7. It's still 6-7, but Steelers have ball, so yeah. We'll come back. Next video after the Super Bowl, and I'm predicting and see if that was correct. But Bills versus Jaguars, I definitely had the Jaguars. I love the Jaguars also. That's my team to root for in the playoffs when my Giants aren't in there. So almost every single time they're in here. But I did have the Jaguars, so that would have been wrong. But that's strictly because I'm a Glaze, to be honest with you. And then Patriots Chargers, I did have Patriots. And then that's a quick little summary of who I thought wild cards. So in the wild card, I went 3-2, maybe 4-2, maybe 3-3. That's gonna be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please smash that like button. Lots of videos in the future coming. I love this series. I promise you more NFL content of predictions and reactions will happen. I might do a quick reaction video to the Giants #1 overall pick. That might be something I'm interested in. If you guys are, let me know. Comment down below. Next video will be a Stranger Things Season 1 tier list. I love this video, so be prepared for tier list next. If you have any videos, 2 ideas or reactions, any games, might even look into maybe a Nintendo Switch gameplay of Mario Kart. You never know. Super Smash Bros. You never know. See you guys in the next one. And that would be it. Peace.